I don't know if there is a for sure curse. That's the question. Um, we'll see. I think Tate's going to be the person that will tell us if there's a curse or not. But every jersey so far has definitely gone astray.
Reibli Curse is basically a fellow named Nick Reibli from Sumner, Washington. He developed the curse in 1999, or actually I guess just before that, by buying Seattle Seahawk jerseys. As soon as he has purchased a jersey, typically what happens is that player shortly after develops either a horrible drinking problem or gets in a fight, and eventually either leaves the team or retires or gets kicked off. And that's pretty much what it comes down to.
In Sumner, any business, I think it's like code written into the law of the town, but if you casual Friday or not, you can actually wear a jersey any day of the week to work.
Have their ACL ripped out or busted for DUI or fall asleep at the wheel in their car smoking pot. If he has your jersey, your career's ending very soon.
But Rick Meyer was his first, and everybody knows how Rick Meyer did for us.
It all started back 2000 with Rick Meyer.
How did Rick Meyer work out for the season?
Rick Meyer was a huge first-round draft pick overall, and out of Notre Dame, gonna be the best guy ever. Right after Dan McGuire, which was a great pickup too. And he did nothing. He threw a lot of picks, had 1 year, and got released.
Nick actually bought the Corn Robinson jersey, and he ended up moving. I think he ended up getting traded to Green Bay for having some bad situations in Seattle.
Corn Robinson had what we call a drinking problem. He got 2 DUIs, and Holmgren and Ruskell didn't take to that too nice. Ruskell does not like DUIs, so he went ahead and traded him.
So after you got his jersey, his career wasn't on for Seattle.
Yeah, I had his jersey. Actually, I had his jersey for about a half a year. And then he got DUI and went to jail.
I believe he had a drug and alcohol problem, and basically got let go.
Was Ken the Hammer Hamlin. And I was pretty excited to get the Hammers jersey because he laid some hat, and he looked to be like our starting safety for the next 3 or 4 years, and the next Kenny easily.
Well, we got little Ken the Hammer Hamlin, and again, Nick purchased Ken Hamlin jersey. He was pretty excited about it. I mean, everybody remembers how hard he hit, and then he got hit pretty hard. And I don't know if it was the jersey or what, but he was no longer part of the Seahawks.
Ken Hamlin went down to Pioneer Square after a huge win, was partying with his buddies.
How tough was he?
He was the Hammer. I thought he was indestructible until he got hit with the stop sign on top of his head. He got knocked out for like 4 days and went to Harborview. But and after that, Ken Hamlin was gone.
So he got hit on the head with a stop sign.
In Pioneer Square, yeah, got beat down really bad and I think he was in a coma for about 2 or 3 days. It was pretty bad. Didn't look like he'd ever play football again. It was just a great success story to see him play again in Dallas.
I don't know if it was the year, but it was definitely pretty quick after Nick bought the jersey. He ended up, I think he got jumped at a bar in Seattle and was badly injured, if I recall. Like hospitalized. And then, so he bought Julian Peterson, and he bought the original jersey when we first picked him up, and he was 59. And then Julian Peterson switched his number back to 98. So I don't know if that was a Reibli Curse or not, but it's just kind of a weird coincidence.
But Julian Peterson started with the number 98, if you remember right. And so I bought his first jersey because I was stoked. Hamlin was gone. Peterson was in. I was stoked. I'm going to get Peterson. Huge signee. Came to training camp at 98. Played a couple games at 98. Then he switched his jersey number to number 59. Or 59. And so I bought his jersey, and then he totally fucked me and went to a different fucking number.
So you bought his jersey, then you switched his jersey number in the middle of the season.
Yes.
So you maybe got a couple of weeks out of your jersey.
So I got maybe 1 or 2 weeks out of that one. But I still wore it for the full season.
Then TJ Hushmanzada, he purchased that one, and he was pretty stoked about that. He went big and bought the authentic jersey, all embroidered, and we only had him for a year. It's not funny, actually. I laugh, but man, I don't know. It's some of these players I would have liked to keep, and I'm wondering if Nick wouldn't have purchased that jersey if we could have had him for a little longer.
After Julian, it was Hushmanzada.
Which is what you're wearing.
Which is what I'm wearing right now, yeah. Authentic, stitched. Paid a good $120 for this one. So that lasted a good 8 regular season home games. And I thought it would be golden again this year. And we didn't even trade him. We just straight released him.
How's he doing this?
We signed him to a huge, huge contract and just released him. And I think we're still paying him today, actually. So that worked out pretty well. After Hoosh, I went with a rookie, because I haven't bought a rookie ever besides Rick Meyer. So I went with the Golden Boy, Golden Tate. Yep, GT.
So that's even kind of a funny thing if you kind of look into his career as a Seattle Seahawk. He had a couple great plays early, like within the first few games of the season, and Nick purchased the jersey about halfway through, and I almost feel like the next game he got injured, and it was almost like, are you kidding me? This is another repeat. And if you listen to the chronological order, it seems almost like it's been getting less time, I mean, when he first had Michael Sinclair, he lasted 3 years. It kind of it's getting shorter. So I would be very surprised if Golden Tate's a Seahawk next year.
Golden Tate, just bought his jersey, and that guy's done nothing. So it's a real thing, and it's something to be feared. We can only hope he doesn't buy the jersey of a potentially, important Seahawk next year, because we don't want to see that guy's career go down right away.
And I bought him first game of the year, home game, and thought he'd be starting by about maybe game 4 or 5, but he's still on the bench, and we have 3 starting receivers hurt, and we traded Deion Branch, so that didn't work out too well, but I'm hoping this is just the rookie season, and he'll get it together eventually, but yeah, so right now the jersey is Golden Tate, and hopefully he doesn't keep this curse going.
We got a few players that would be great to get rid of, and I'm thinking that we all just pitched in $10, got Nick to go out and buy that jersey, maybe we can get rid of him. Well, Jordan Babineau, I'm not a big fan, and Jeter, Kelly Jennings.
So if Nick went out and bought their jerseys, you think they'd probably blow out their Achilles tendon the next day?
That's the idea. That's what it seems to be so far. So, it could be a coincidence, but to me, the facts are there.
No, because I've never bought a jersey to see a player go. I always buy the jersey because I like the player. So I'm going to keep doing that, and we'll see how it works from there.
If we've learned anything from this, it's that hopefully we can try to inspire Nick to buy the jerseys of a Seahawk player that we'd like to see get released, traded, or possibly injured, just to, cut us a little salary cap space. Maybe one of the guys that's playing on former glory, hasn't been that good lately. Alofa Tatupu, Kelly Jennings, Aaron Curry, one of these first-round draft picks that, takes a lot of money that just hasn't been getting it done. Maybe Nick needs to buy one of their jerseys next season and speed the whole process up. So if there's any positive that can come from this jersey curse, it's that. We can try to channel that negativity into a positivity by forcing the right guys out of the locker room.